Rathalos, one of the most famous monsters and most recognized monsters of Monster Hunters, being around for 22 years from his debut, and has made a lot of appearances on YouTube and debates telling its story and also obviously gameplay. Its most famous debate was against the How to Train Your Dragon verse, which he lost to a squirrel issue. But anyway, let's put him against a new opponent from a very popular franchise Pokemon, which has been around for a long time, getting to be around 30 years with 2026. Oh, also, this is my birthday month, and I'll be around 20. Holy unk. Soon. But anyway, I'm gonna answer who wins in a fight, Rathalos or Charizard. Now to start, I'll have to find the height and weight for both of these dragons. First, then move on to their feats for both respectively. And also what Charizard I'm using, most likely Alon's or a mixture of Alon's or Ash's, because they're both one of the most powerful Pokemon. Most powerful versions of Charizard in the franchise. I mean, there's also the champion Leon's, but I didn't watch that one, so I can't do anything with that. But anyway, let's begin. Rathalos stands at 18 feet tall and weighs about 2 tons. Not as big as I thought, but continuing to Charizard, the average Charizard around 5'7" weighs about 199.5 pounds or 90.5 kg. So the overall weight and height advantage goes to Rathalos, but that doesn't really matter in this fight. But let's find out by moving on to their feats. Rathalos should be compared to the likes of Lagiagus, who was able to knock over a large rock. He has the capability to rival Elder Dragons in the verse, like Kieran, and Elder Dragon level monsters like Deviljho. He overpowered a Bezelgigus and was willing to set their lair at the same place as a Nergigant. Anyway, was compared to deviants like Hellblade, Glavenus, and was compared to deviants like Hellblade, Glavenus. For speed, able to react and keep up with Astalus, who would be around supersonic, capable of flying at near the speed of sound. Rathalos is capable of flying at the near speed of sound while carrying Aptonuth casually, and should be compared to the likes of Deviljho, who can get in the hypersonic level ranges for speed. Durability, it should be around his AP and compression. And finally, intelligence is not really well known. How intelligent Rathalos is, well, I've never played the games at all. But anyway, that being done, let's get on to Charizard, which I only seen the anime and only played one whole game. Oh well. Now with Charizard, there are many things I can go with, but I'm still using Alon's or Ash's Charizard, although Alon is a whole bum. His Charizard does have very impressive stuff, but I'll still compare it to other Charizards, even though he's stronger than a lot of them, other Charizards, to a lot of other Charizards. Strength. She should be comparable, though slightly inferior to Rhyhorn, who can shatter mountains from the Pokédex entry, I think. Comparable to, Girafarig has 1 out of 10 of the power of whoever this Pokemon is. A fully evolved Pokemon who's comparable to Tyranitar. Comparable to other evolved Pokemon in X and Y, such as Abomasnow, who can make massive hailstorms, and staggers, he was able to stagger and knock back the multi-story tall Zygarde 50% despite it resisting the attack. Speed. A lot of Charizards are able to dodge light-based attacks and can move using light-based moves, so a launch Charizard can easily do the same exact thing a lot of the times. Compared to Ash's Charizard, a launch should react to Dragonites as well, which they can move faster than sound. Charizard was able to move quick enough before Drake's Electabuzz before it could fire its electric attack, so pretty consistent to the series. Charizards can dodge light-based attacks. Durability. Charizards are able to clash. Ash's Charizard clashes with Iris's Dragonite super effective Thunder Punch, and then takes its Dragon Rush with basically no damage. Shakes off the superior effect Water Gun to the head from a Poliwrath, and then takes another at least close to the tail flame. He then is completely frozen by an Ice Beam, though this does seriously injure him and requires an entire night spent warming him up. It takes a super effective Thunder Punch, warming him up. He takes a super effective Thunder Punch and Thunder Attack from Drake's Electabuzz. For reference, a weaker set of attacks could quickly KO Ash's Bulbasaur despite it resisting them. Takes a Draco Meteor attack from Alon's Charizard is able to take a Draco Meteor from a Mega Garchomp. Takes a quick attack, a Thunderbolt for Pikachu, and then a cut that produces shockwaves capable of clearing away the surrounding grain from a Greninja. IQ feats are very different for a lot of Charizards. However, Ash is a very quick learner in battle. Is shown to have more complex intelligence compared to normal animals. So long Charizard should be the exact same. Now, with all that being done, let's go on to abilities. Save me. Rathalos is an expert flyer, is able to inflict poison attacks with their claws, talons, who cares, and burn their prey with fireballs. Now, Charizard. Flamethrower, Leer, Rage, Skull Bash, Fire Spin, Submission, Seismic Toss, Dragon Rage, Takedown, Tackle, Dragon Breath, Overheat, Wing Attack, Slash, Mega Punch, Fly, Dragon Tail. With Mega Charizard X, he has Dragon Claw, Blast Burn, Thunder Punch, Flare Blitz, and Steel Wings. Charizard has the overall abilities advantage. Now, overall, with everything being said, the winner is Charizard for many reasons. Charizard is far stronger, faster, more durable, more intelligent, and his Dragon-type moves would do heavy amount of damage to Rathalos. How would the fight go? Let me tell you. Rathalos flies through the sky, looking for territory to stay at. However, it notices a Charizard who was on a mountain. Rathalos goes towards them to attack, but Charizard reacts, firing a flamethrower at Rathalos, halting the attack. The Charizard flies towards Rathalos, hitting the dragon with a Mega Punch, cracking a tooth off the bigger dragon. Rathalos slings its tail, hitting Charizard downward. However, Charizard was completely fine. Completely fine. The smaller dragon goes upward hitting Rathalos with a tackle. They both get higher in the sky to continue their battle. Charizard uses the clouds to its advantage, hitting quick flamethrowers and wing attacks on Rathalos from all angles. Rathalos gets very angry, firing fireballs all around to hit the little dragon. But from above, Charizard hits Rathalos with a Dragon Breath, sending Rathalos downwards, and Charizard follows up with a Seismic Toss, slamming Rathalos into the ground. Rathalos gets up slowly. However, Charizard Mega Evolving to Charizard X is now being part Dragon type, gives it the stronger advantage. Charizard hits Rathalos with a Thunder Punch, shocking Rathalos as its skull cracks from the hit from the stronger dragon. Charizard sends Rathalos away and retreat uses a final attack, Flare Blitz, slams into Rathalos, blast strong enough to cause smoke to come off the mountain. Rathalos flies away, battered, bloody, and bruised, with broken skull and jaw, while Charizard stands victorious, letting out a victory roar. That was the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. The editing, I think, is really improving a lot for this video, and will for the future. The next video I have in mind, and the next video will be Godzilla versus Miriam, to show who the real king is between the two. See ya.